Hello, thank you for having me here at the annual Lubbock Impact Board meeting. My name is Shelby Thomas, and today I'm going to be discussing breaking the chains of generational poverty. Volunteering is very important to me. I have spent several years of my life invested in feeding and clothing the working poor and the homeless of Lubbock, Texas. However, it did not take me long to realize that if the goal is to get these people out of the situation that they're in, what I'm doing is not enough. The work that you do at Lubbock Impact is very effective, but I have an idea for a new program which would be meeting the needs of the adults that you are servicing and in effect to get them out of their situation of poverty. I have volunteered for many years and have personal relationships with each one of these people, and in the photos that I'm showing you are people that I have seen firsthand trying to break the cycle of poverty but cannot do it on their own because simply meeting the needs of food and clothes is not enough to help these people get out of their cycle. I will be discussing what the problem is, who's being affected by it, why they can't break this alone, and then provide a solution. I'll begin by discussing the current poverty levels in Lubbock, Texas. In a survey conducted in 2009 through 2013, we found that according to the United States Census Bureau, 20.4% of the population of Lubbock is in poverty. A survey conducted by CityData.com in 2013 said that the children of Lubbock, of these children, the poverty levels are 26.1%. which means that 1/4 of the children in Lubbock are in poverty. In 2008, Enrique Rigel wrote an article in Lubbock's local newspaper called the Avalanche Journal, and his article was titled, "Poverty Issues Increase in West Texas." What he found is that the growing rates of poverty are affecting these children economically and also in their school, and that they're being raised with no expectations of getting out of poverty and cannot break this cycle alone. Once again, we found that 1/5 of the population of Lubbock is in poverty and 1/4 of the children in Lubbock are in poverty. These numbers are shocking and should not be taken lightly. Most of these people who are being affected are the children. They're being raised with no expectations of getting out of this cycle. This mentality is called generational poverty. Generational poverty is the idea that not only financial disadvantages are being passed down, but also poor techniques, low values, and bad decision-making skills. In 2003, Donna Beagle wrote an article in the Invisible Literature series called Overcoming the Silence of Generational Poverty. In this study, she conducted it with 20 adults between the ages of 18 and 24 who had all been raised in lower-income families. What she found was that every person in the study said they had low expectations for life. Also, each one of these people attributed these expectations because of their parents. Whenever they were asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? Or what did you want to be whenever you were younger? Each one of them said that they had no career goals. I don't know about you, but since I was 5, I had the dream of being a chiropractor. I can't imagine being a child and not even having an idea or a dream of a career goal. Now, why do these people have such low expectations? They've become comfortable. This cycle of generational poverty is keeping them from advancing into the next level of society. The working poor can fall into this cycle where they cannot make advancements in job or social economic levels. In 2013, Steve Hargroves conducted a study in his article called Making It into the Middle Class, where he found that the people born into lower income households hardly ever make it up into the next level. They remain in their same low economical levels. In fact, he reported that a whopping 70% remain in the lower income bracket. 70% of these people have they have the desire sometimes, but usually they don't even know that that desire exists. They don't know that anything else could be expected of them. So it's clear that poverty levels in Lubbock are very high. There are already several nonprofits such as Lubbock Impact which are trying to help these people. Y'all have 10 services such as a food pantry, a soup kitchen, clothes closet, free medical clinic, which are meeting these needs of the people. but they're only meeting the needs that help them get by day to day. There are no services that are being implemented which will help the adults get out of the survival mode and into thrival mode. In order to boost these people out of the lower income bracket, a possible solution would be an adult mentorship program. This adult mentorship program has actually been proven to work. In May 15th of 2014, Nation Swell published Jenny Shank's article, Could Mentors Be the Way to Lifting People Out of Poverty?, which appeared in Moving America Forward. In her article, she found that for more than a decade, this nonprofit called Circles USA has been pairing low-income people with higher-income coaches in order to have the mentor coach them on how to make better decisions, such as polishing a resume, negotiating debt payments, setting up bill payment systems, finding a job, and ensuring good child care. Now, how does all of this fit in with Lubbock Impact? Well, I interviewed board member Jeff Jones, who's been with y'all for over 7 years, and he agreed that adding this adult mentorship program into your Wednesday night services would be an excellent idea because it would be an adult program which would be a key step to break the cycle of poverty, because there's a need for these adults that are trying to get out of this situation which hasn't been met yet. Now, a problem with this would be finding people who are willing to meet weekly, who are willing to invest into this, because this isn't a one-time thing. This would be quite a large commitment. However, because Lubbock Impact is already such a established nonprofit, you guys have access to so many people, so many volunteers who would jump on an opportunity like this. Now let me make it personal for you. Mr. Reynolds, let's say that you were to become a mentor for one of these people. This man's name is Gary. If you were to be Gary's mentor, you'd meet with him once a week, and not only would you be discussing maybe how to take better care of your kids, how to not get frustrated so easily, how to stay with a job, but also you could just be someone that would be an ear for them to talk to, because a lot of the time these people just want to feel heard because they're looked over so easily, they're thought of as less than, and they haven't even been given the opportunity to be heard or to be thought of as someone who could get out of this situation. Recapping what I discussed so far, 1/5 of Lubbock is in poverty. They have no expectations of getting out, and this is largely due to the mentality that they have, which is called generational poverty. Now, I propose that you, Lubbock Impact, an already established nonprofit, add the service to your already several effective services, which would be an adult mentorship program. Now, clearly, each one of you here in this room is passionate about volunteering. So I do not need to be convincing you that there is high poverty. You're aware of that, or else you wouldn't be here. However, there is a need that is not being met, which is these adults to get out of their mentality of survival and hopefully teach them how to thrive. And by offering this mentorship program, you'd be giving them the tools. Even if they're not able to get out of their situation, they will be able to implement it into their families. And hopefully, through this new mentorship program, we'll be able to finally break the chains of generational poverty. Thank you very much.